What's up, guys? Welcome to Q&A Mondays. I'm Thad Barnette. Today we're looking at the southeastern region of the United States and how Sheffield Metals supports metal roofing contractors and fabricators in the area. And today I've got Ryan from the Sheffield Metals Sales team here. Thanks for being here, Ryan.
Thanks for having me, Thad.
So you cover this whole region. We're talking Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Carolinas. So
Yes.
It's a big region.
Correct.
So let's talk about the weather that all these different states kind of contend with on a daily basis.
Tons of sunlight, tons of rain. Florida and, parts of the Gulf Coast gets hurricanes up into, Carolina coast as well, get hurricanes as well. So.
And you also cover the Caribbean. So,
Yep.
a lot of salt spray, brackish water, full coastline. We'll talk a little bit about the building products that you kind of deal with here as well. So what types of metal roofing products are typically installed in the area? What do you see as far as that goes?
On residential, the 1.5 inch is huge. The 1.5 inch 450 snap block is big across the southeast. When you get down into Florida, where you have codes to meet, the 550 is getting more and more popular as far as in a residential application, and as well as the 1 inch fastener flange.
Okay.
In commercial realm, you have the 2 inch mechanical and the 1.5 or 1 3/4 snap block.
And then as far as metal types, see a lot of aluminum, I'm assuming, in the coastline area here.
We push for aluminum on the coast. As far as it's within 1,500 feet of the coastline, we push for aluminum. And if you're 1,500 feet or more away from saltwater, galvalume, you can go with galvalume.
Gotcha. So when we're talking about the metal roofing contractor and fabricator market, what does that look like?
There's quite a bit of roll formers coming into the southeast all over the place, from Mississippi all the way into Florida and the Carolinas. Tons of new techs coming into the market. But also there's quite a bit of regional manufacturers up and down the coast and into the Carolinas, as well as Alabama and Mississippi. We are seeing quite a bit of machines come into Florida just because of the opportunity for metal roofing down here in the Florida area.
Yeah, so what advice would you have for a contractor or fabricator looking to get into the market in the Southeast?
If you're looking to buy a roll former, do your research. It's more than just buying a roll former. You'll need a shop, you'll need a folder and a shear, you'll need a forklift, you'll need a building. It's just more than having, a roll former on a trailer. Know your competition, see if the market's already flooded. I would say get into metal roofing, buy from the chop and drops first, and see if there's a need to go expand your business into getting a roll former yourself.
So when we're talking about the Southeast, how does Sheffield Metals support the region?
So we have two facilities in the Southeast, one located in Ackworth, Georgia, and one new facility in Plant City, Florida. Within the two locations, Sheffield can cover the whole Southeast, but shipping out in one day. So we can cover as far as Mississippi. If it leaves Ackworth, it can get to Mississippi in one day, nice. And as far as up into the Carolinas as well. And then where Plant City is located, it's close to almost everything.
Nice. The Sheffield Metals Technical and Architectural teams, are also there to kind of help support any project, any questions that the customers might have, right?
Yeah, so our technical team work hand in hand with our contractors. A lot on the commercial side, we provide weather-tight warranties through our approved profiles and engineering. So, and then they will answer, residential questions as well. If our contractors have questions about different profiles in different areas, they're definitely available for that as well.
Yeah, let's talk about residential for a second. What advice would you have for a homeowner or even a commercial building owner if they're looking to put a metal roof on in this area?
Do your research, know the difference between the different systems, know the difference between a clip system and a fastener flange system. Do your research, compare the different systems, know what panel profile you're looking for. The 1 inch fastener flange is a very popular profile down here in Florida. And it's quick, it's economical, it's a metal roof. We don't have approvals on the 1 inch fastener flange. We went more towards the 1.5 inch clip system, the 550 and the 450 and the 1.5 inch mechanical as well.
Tell me a little bit about the availability of metal roofing materials in the entirety of the Southeast. Is it easy to get? Is it tough to get? What does that look like?
It's easy to get. We haven't run into any issues we ran into like during COVID on allocation or anything, but there's a little bit longer lead times right now because metal roofing is getting more and more popular, but we should still be be able to get material out the door within a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, and then what about with contractors? Is there an influx of contractors in the area? What does that look like for a home or building owner trying to get a metal roof?
So in Florida, becoming a contractor, you have to pass the test. You have to get approved through the state. And so there's no storm chasers coming out from out of state. They will run you out of the state. They will arrest you. They will get you out of here quick. But in the rest of the Southeast, metal roofing is not putting down shingles. It's a little bit different. You want a qualified, quality installer.
Okay, yeah, so that goes back to really doing your research as far as making sure that the contractor's reviews is insured, bond, all that stuff.
Pictures,
Absolutely.
Whatever you can get. Sheffield is a coral and sheet supplier for the metal roofing industry. We also sell full line of accessories. We get a lot of calls asking for panel packages. We do not sell panel packages. We sell directly to contractors and regional manufacturers to support them in their businesses.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate the information.
Thank you.
So if you have any questions about metal roofing in the Southeast, comment down below or check out SheffieldMetals.com and drop us a line. As always, I'm Thad Barnette. We'll catch you next time.